right, good morning, everyone. At least for those that are in the European region, coming to you live from west coast of South Africa. I am coming to you guys from Big Bay, beautiful ocean right there behind me. A little cold with this water. I am down here in South Africa and having a really good time. Really like it here. Cape Town definitely makes my list for potential top 10 cities to work out of in the years to come for a few months. And I will bring that list to you guys shortly. All right, lots of things are happening. The price of Bitcoin is moving. I am about to spend the rest of my day going wine tasting because I really do like South African wines and wanted to bring you this video before I go MIA off the internet. So let's go straight to screen share and take a look. I'm assuming this is how I ended the last stream that we did. And put the computer down over here. So if you want to learn how to trade, because you shouldn't really follow anyone on the internet, especially for free, you should learn how to trade, and you have a website, Vays.com, education, learn trading. Probably make this a little more robust in the years to come. All right, if you want to support this YouTube channel, please check out the affiliate page. Lately, I've been promoting this Embly card for those curious. Yes, it works flawlessly in South Africa, and it should be available to South African residents. All right, let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts. We have the weekly chart. The weekly chart no longer looks as good as it did the last time I did this video. Now, I vaguely remember what I said in my last video, and what I said was Bitcoin can start its bull market. Well, technically, Bitcoin probably has started the long-term bull market because even I am not expecting Bitcoin to go below 3,000 with a greater than 50% confidence level. So, but for me, in order to really be in a bull market, you need a new all-time high, or at least have good projections for a new all-time high. And that doesn't really start for me until we can break this trend line. And what I've been saying up until the last few videos, that breaking this trend line is going to be very, very challenging. And it all would have started if this candle closes more than halfway up the prior candle. Now, that can still happen. Today is Sunday, and I can see in New York, because my computer is always set to East Coast time for just, simplicity purposes. So there is still about almost 24 hours to go. So Bitcoin can still rally, and it can still close above halfway up last week's candle, though the probability of that is not very, very high. Right now, the way this candle looks, it doesn't look very good, but it doesn't look terrible either. It is still holding two moving averages. It is still holding up Fibonacci line. It is still holding the weekly stop and reverse point. All of that is still pretty good. The sequential is, while on a red 2, did not give you a lower low. So that means the weekly chart never activated the short trade. But I will say this, next week, if we start trading lower than that red candle, then if next week price starts trading lower than this week, I become a bear again. Okay, and I have no problem with that. I was never really a full bull at any point. So I would basically raise my potential short entry, and this is a weekly scale, so this could get very, very ugly. The last time we started this guy. Did I expect Bitcoin to go lower right here when it was at 6,500? Yes, I did, right? That doesn't always happen. And it can do it again. So far, I'm not doing, I'm probably going to lose my bet to Crypto Man Rand, because even I don't think Bitcoin is going to fall to 4,500 before the halving. But I have another bet for the full year. And I said that Bitcoin will spend the majority of the year below 10,000. And I have no reason to walk away from that viewpoint. If you're curious, if you go over to Tone Vays' blog, the last blog I wrote was about food, but the blog before that I wrote, nope, still food. There we go. The blog before that was my 2020 crypto outlook. And the last part right here, see, this is what I was looking at. And somewhere in here, somewhere in here, this is why I'm also expecting BTC price to spend the majority of the year below $10,000 and close out the year in the vicinity of $10,000, okay? So I'm not surprised by this, that we're struggling in this area. The bull market is coming. It's just not going to be very easy. Here's the daily chart. So what happened on a daily chart? By the way, I should probably glance at your live chat, guys. Dealing with one monitor here, so I'm not really paying attention. Hey, thank you for using the Embly referral. What do I think about the CME gap? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the CME gap. Someone says 7,200 to 75,000, 7,500 is obvious. Nothing's obvious. Anything can happen. Tone, do you think that the stock market will range until a resolution for the coronavirus? You know, I honestly don't know. The stock market had a huge rally at the end of the day on Friday. So I am so curious how the stock market opens on Monday. I will try to be there with you, but I'm also traveling to like Johannesburg. So we'll see if I'm going to be online or not. Gold price. Yeah, we can take a look at the gold price. Okay, daily chart. So what did I say last time about the daily chart? Well, clearly there's a green arrow right here. So that means I was bullish on a daily chart because I had no reason not to be bullish. What was I looking at? I was looking at a green 6, going above a green 4, going above a green 5 and green 4. That was yesterday. We were making a brand new swing high. And we were on our way to meeting the short-term moving average, the 50-period moving average. For me, that's the short term in Bitcoin. The 128 is the intermediate term. And that was a level of resistance. And this red line was a big level of resistance. I'm not a fan of head and shoulders, but we can start to potentially consider it. It'll be it's not the best looking head and shoulders. Maybe I should wait one more day. But if the price of Bitcoin makes it back to the 128-day moving average, I think Bitcoin is in a lot of trouble. This is the same thing. If you just go back to my video from like maybe 4 days ago or something, everything I said back then starting to apply now. Your sequential is still on a green count, but doesn't really matter. Your stop loss should have been hit. I don't like the fact how this got just shut down. We're still on a red 1 sequential. Oh, this was a 7 a second ago. Hey, there's a 7 again. So we'll see where this closes. The 200-day moving average has not been very useful for Bitcoin at the moment. But if we fall back below these two moving averages, I mean, Bitcoin is in a bit of trouble. I don't want to draw the head and shoulders prematurely, but what you would do is you would draw a slanted line this way. So this is your left shoulder. That is your head. And this is a potential for a right shoulder. And I'm saying potential because first you have to get below the 128-day moving average. And this is a pretty slanted neckline. And this would be a pretty big drop. So we're talking 8,500 up to 10,005. That's a $2,000 drop. So then you're looking for a $2,000 drop from the $8,200, $8,300 vicinity. And that potentially takes us to a brand new swing low. And that brand new swing low could be interesting because if you look at my January 1st or 2nd article, whatever I wrote it, I drew one of these. So I was looking for one more swing low. It probably won't go this low. This is the weekly 200 week moving average. But somewhere in here, this $5,000 to $6,000 vicinity, I believe is still possible going into the summer. We can take a look at gold, but I mean, not much. It's the weekend, so I don't know what could have changed. Gold has a giant doji candle, which is neither here nor there. The way the S&P closed at the end of the day is definitely, gives you optimism for the weekend, but like the coronavirus news over the weekend is not good. So anything can happen. Oil, got smacked down some more after having a really good rebound. Remember, I've always been a bear on oil. Oil is making a multi-year swing low. I think oil is going below $20 a barrel. It'll be great, right? Your airline flight should be cheaper. Though nobody wants to fly due to the virus. S&P, oh yeah, that was me looking at it on a small scale. We can look at S&P on a weekly scale. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know what to think about the S&P right now. I'm not in the S&P right now. I would wait to enter the S&P right now. I was long the S&P. I got out of that trade. I'm gonna wait and see mode. Let's go back to your live chat, guys. Yeah, I actually got to get going. I got to get over to the wine. I'm going to spend the rest of my day wine tasting in South Africa. Well, near Cape Town, big country. I'll do a longer video probably tomorrow. Am I going to go hunt in the safari? I'm not going to go hunting here, but I do have several safaris. I'll be doing a safari over near Johannesburg. I'm setting up a bunch of safaris in Kenya, and I'm going to probably do gorilla track in Rwanda. So a lot of time is being spent trying to coordinate something. I want to enjoy Africa, guys. New York is going through its problems. US is like panicking over the coronavirus spreading in the US. I'm happy to be here in Africa. Probably way safer. Oh yeah, hey, conference update. So the coronavirus is giving us a little bit of trouble keeping to this date. So we are currently in talks of potentially moving the conference to later in the year, like all the other conferences are. So now all these conferences are going to bunch together in September, October. A decision on this is probably coming in the next 24 to 48 hours. It's unfortunate. I didn't really want to move the date, but it looks like it could be necessary. We haven't put the tickets on sale yet. And I feel bad for anyone that actually, bought your flights or hotels. Well, if you bought a hotel room, you can certainly cancel that. Almost 95% of hotel rooms are refundable up to like a week before you stay there. Most people are last minute. I think no more than a dozen people probably booked this yet. So it's not that bad, but I guarantee you that this is not moving. The Dominican Republic, if I'm gonna be at this resort, I'm not gonna be there by myself, obviously, but I haven't, no one that has registered for the financial summit or the traders that are planning to come. No one has yet informed me that they are not coming. So as far as I am concerned, everyone is still coming to the financial summit. I will certainly come to the financial summit, and we'll do. We make the best of it. So hoping people are still considering registering. Trust me, it's you're probably safer on a nice, warm Caribbean island than going to doctors in New York, for example, considering 40 of them just quarantined themselves because there was a guy in New York. Anyway, I hope you guys read the New York Times article. I don't have it handy to show you, but the event goes on. We're gonna do the event. The understanding Bitcoin is a little bit different. It's much bigger. This is a much smaller event. Only going to be about 20 people. So if you want to get away from your busy city, this is the place to be. We will be in the Dominican Republic for the Financial Summit, April 19 to 25. I will not let coronavirus stop me from enjoying my travels, and I will keep going on. I really think the probability of me getting it here is through Africa and then Dominican Republic is way lower than, say, walking around New York City at this point. All right, that's it, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get over to the wine region and enjoy my day. And good luck. At the moment, I would not be long Bitcoin. Would I be short Bitcoin? Not yet. I would want to wait until it goes below the 200-day moving average, and then I would anticipate this arrow to come into fruition. I was anticipating this arrow to get us a little bit higher, but I'm not sure what happened last night. Could be Corona news related. I don't know. I'm a technical analyst. It doesn't matter. Set stop losses, reevaluate positions, and enter new trades. All right, guys. On this note, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Please support with the affiliate page on tonevays.com. Lots of good stuff here. And come join us at the Financial Summit and we'll talk trading. Probably be a day spent on what we think about the coronavirus and how to potentially align yourself with the market for what's to come. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Check out the ocean behind me. I am in Big Bay, South Africa. Having a pretty cool time. It's awesome. Bye, guys.